Hey guys, it's Matthew's Game Channel here. And today we're going to be solving one of the most FNAF mysteries that has not been solved. Now, we're going to try to solve who caused the bite of 87. An event where Jeremy Fitzgerald, this is an event, is when Jeremy Fitzgerald loses his frontal lobe by one of the animatronics. Now, we don't know who caused the bite of 87, but let's see. Let's focus on FNAF of 2, where the bite of 87 actually happened. So now we're gonna start. The first thing we gotta do is on night 1, nothing happens. Night 2, on night 6, this event happens. So we're gonna see who caused it. Now, I'm gonna do the suspects. Let's focus on the suspects in FNAF of 2, because we gotta make sure we know who caused the bite of 87. So the first suspect we have is Withered Freddy. Now, the most accepted theory is that Withered Freddy caused the bite of 87, and it's because if you type in Freddy's hand print stain, and we do know, if you know this, is we can clearly, if you look on Reddit, we can actually, they will show you a picture of Freddy's handprint. Now but this isn't that much proof that he actually caused the bite of 87. And now we can clearly see but the most accepted theory is that some people think he actually caused the bite of 87 is his biting animation. See, his jump scare is actually he literally opening his mouth wide open. And when he enters your office, we can actually see he actually kind of grabs you like he's scaring you. However, but this isn't that much proof, because plus some people will think that Freddy, he couldn't cause the bite of 87 because the handprint stain could have been from literally anything else. For example, Phone Guy's death. Now we do know Phone Guy, I was probably pushing Freddy ahead, which caused the 2 handprints. And Freddy has no idea. We don't know if it was actually Freddy, but Freddy, he doesn't have that much motive to attack someone, and because even though his teeth is strong enough, that doesn't mean he caused the bite of 87, and because he's one of the withered animatronics. Next, and some people who are bad at FNAF think that Withered Freddy, he was damaged because he caused the bite of 87, but he was literally damaged before the bite of 87 even happened in the first place. So that means Freddy's gonna be off the list. Now we're gonna focus on Withered Bonnie. Now, the most wided theory is that when Withered Bonnie's in the West Hall corner. Bonnie's in the West Hall corner, or his teeth actually show. Like, look. If you look again, and you might, I can't see any images. But that's once he's in the West Hall corner. Oh yeah, I see the image. You can clearly see him opening his mouth like a big person who's trying to eat you, which means he caused the bite of 87, right? Actually, no, because we don't. He could, because he probably just does that to scare the night guard. However, another thing that's kind of ridiculous is that his jump scare animation that happens when if you search up Withered Bonnie's jump scare animation, he actually grabs you out of the screen. And look, he grabs you. He grabs you out of the screen. I'm serious. He actually does. He kind of does. Look at this moment. See, look. Oh yeah, and Withered Bonnie's literally just staring at your soul for some reason. Like, that's kind of... So that also proves that he was the one who caused the bite of 87. Now, see, look. Okay. If you saw that we can clearly see that he's literally kind of grabbing you out of the screen. And some people say he caused the bite of 87. He caused the bite of 87 because his face was torn off because he caused the bite of 87. But first of all, well, that's like a really bad theory. And Withered Bonnie was actually his face was literally torn off before the bite of 87 even happened in the first place. So which means Bonnie is out of the suspect list. And same thing for Chica, because though Chica does have a broken jaw, there's no way she caused the bite of 87. And because even though when Chica's in the West Hall, let me show you Chica West Hall. Even though Chica's mouth does open and when she's in the West Hall, and when she's doing this animation and his mouth and her mouth opens, that doesn't mean she caused the bite of 87. And plus, there's not that much proof that she caused the bite of 87, so she's off the hook. And now this is where the theories is really go high up. We do know that Foxy. Now, another thing that's suspicious about Foxy is because he was literally taken out of order. And some people think he actually caused the bite of 87 because some people think he caused the bite of 87 and because that's the main reason why it says sorry out of order. But that's not really a proof. But the most accepted theory is when, and look, Foxy, the more Foxy peeks out, the more his mouth opens. So that's definitely kind of suspicious of him. Foxy. Look. Look, we can clearly see his mouth keeps getting open, and then he literally kind of twists his head a little. Oh yeah, and if we search up Foxy running, oh yeah, and then Foxy's running animation, and let me show you. We actually, if you type in that, now when Foxy's running, his mouth kind of keeps opening. And look at that, guys. If you look really closely, his mouth actually opens a little bit. He opens a little bit. See, look, his mouth is opening, and this is because as human weight is hard to handle, and he even has a broken jaw. But and he's the only one who has upper teeth, but the other ones don't. But even if he does have a broken jaw, that's not possible. Because first of all, if it was Foxy, he would probably if it was Foxy, he would probably already his jaw would already be broken on night 6. And plus, as Foxy, there's no reason Foxy could have caused the bite of 87 and that much because, well, a split. Even though it seems like Foxy barely even has any control of his mouth. If you do at 10x speed, you can clearly see his mouth open. closing. Like, look. Like, if, no, not 4x. X at, alright, 0x. Like a split second before his jump scare, he actually kind of closes his mouth. But another thing that's weird about Foxy is that, withered Foxy in the hallway. Now, another thing that's weird about Foxy is that his hook kind of looks like a knife that was ready to stab you in the face. But here's the plot twist, though. None of the animatronics were available when this incident even happened. So that means none of the withers. Instead, it was the toy animatronics that were scrapped. Actually, oh yeah, but we still need to talk about Wither Golden Freddy. Now, the most widely accepted theory that Golden Freddy caused the body is when you type in 1987, and you immediately get Golden Freddy's kill screen. But that wasn't. But they probably did it because of Markiplier, or because, as what he said, was that the bite of 87, but it's still weird. And now here's the people who's more likely to be it. The first one is Toy Chica. Here's something we know about Toy Chica. And that only comes to one thing. Toy Chica's missing beak. Watch. Like I'm gonna show you an image. And that comes to her missing beak. That's the only thing. Oh yeah, and this wasn't until in FNAF 4, it says why is Tiny Toy Chica missing her beak? But this isn't that much evidence that she caused the bite of 87, right? Actually, no, because we can clearly see. If we see if we look up Toy Chica's voice lines on YouTube, Toy Chica's voice lines. Like, this is the only thing.
You won't get tired of dying, will you?
Take a listen.
Where's my beak? Lodged in your forehead, of course.
Now, I certainly don't think a beak. I certainly think a beak is pretty strong for a frontal lobe to get damaged. But here's the plot twist: Toy Chica has a terrible old endoskeleton to even bite, and we still haven't talked about Mangle yet. But we'll get to him later. The first thing is Toy Freddy. Now it could have been Toy Freddy. Now the only motive is that Toy Freddy's teeth is always shown, and he also has upper teeth. But that's not enough evidence. And even if he enters your office, his mouth is still open. That makes no sense. So that means Toy Freddy's off the list. Same thing as Toy Bonnie. And since Balloon Boy is annoying and can't even get out of the vent, then he's off the list. And that leads us to two suspects: Toy Chica or Mangle. Now, as I said, Toy Chica, but if you search up, we can clearly see, like this is perfect.
Be sure to.
Now, this thing. Now, Inner Brock and Radio Sword. If you didn't know, she was like, he says we got a little boy missing his frontal lobe, or he got no frontal lobe. So that means she caused the bite of 87, right? Actually, no, but here's one thing. Mangle's jump scare or animation. Mangle's jump scare animation. Now, right before her jump scare, he bites off your forehead where the frontal lobe was located. Since it's the person who lost their frontal lobe, the person who was the victim and lost their frontal lobe, which is Jeremy Fitzgerald. Now, this is also perfect evidence. Oh yeah, and Mangle was as a take apart and put back together attraction. And oh yeah, and she's even damaged by kids. She's actually damaged by kids. It's unlike the other toy animatronics. She's actually damaged. It even shows her endoskeleton. And so now we know that Mangle was the one who caused it, right? But we still haven't really talked about Toy Chica that much. Another thing that means that Toy Chica caused the bite of 87 is because as well, Toy Chica, a beak directly from a forehead can definitely reach a frontal lobe. But as we know that Mangle actually can bite. However, even though Toy Chica, but if you look close at Mangle's jump scare, she literally attacks the whole brain. And Phone Guy did not mean the whole brain. He just meant the frontal lobe. And some people say that a lot of people believe that Toy Chica caused the bite of 87. But this isn't that much proof. So, there's only two suspects left. Mangle or Toy Chica. Who do I think it is? I think the person was Mangle. Mangle was the only animatronic that kids would get close to. And his bracket radio says stuff about attacking the frontal lobe. I do know that Toy Chica has the most proof on his voice line, but Mangle is actually broken down, unlike the other animatronics. She's the only new animatronic that was art. And plus, the reason why I think it was a toy animatronics because the toy animatronics were scrapped. And if you look in the FNAF 3 box, if you look in the FNAF box, you can clearly see Mangle's whole entire head was taken apart, was taken away. So that could make sense that Mangle was actually the person who was the cause of the bite of 87. Now, so that's how much proof I think it was Mangle. Tell me in the comments if you agree with me. This is just a theory, a game theory.